I think it goes without saying that, you know, our crowd, they wouldn't let us quit. They wouldn't let us die. When we took that timeout down 18, after giving up 4 straight baskets in the second half, we had a defeated look on our face. And the timeout wasn't about X's and O's. You know, it was about who we want to be. And tonight a team came in here that knew who they were, and they punched us right in the mouth. And we didn't quite know how to respond. In the second half, there was a team that found itself. You know, our defense, the second half, was going to look totally different on tape compared to the first half. Our execution, our energy, our willingness to have each other's back and help each other when a teammate made a mistake. That's what it's going to take for this team to be successful. Obviously, we didn't shoot it well the first half. I think Oklahoma had a lot to do with that. I thought we took some challenge shots, and our message in the timeout was, you know, let's wait for a great one. Let's turn down the good ones and try to get a great one. And we beat a heck of a basketball team, and I told Austin on the way over, I've been doing this 26 years, and I'm not sure I've had a player switch his fortunes in the middle of the game quite like Austin did tonight. He struggled shooting it early. He was our leader defensively. He and I had a conversation after our last game about how important he is to our team. And take away scoring, take away, how'd you get 11 rebounds, by the way? Take away all that. He has to be our rock. He has to be the guy that everybody's turning to in the huddle. And his performance, whether it be good or bad, can't impact his ability to do that. And he came back to practice on Monday hungry and ready to get the team back on his shoulders and lead them. And that's exactly what he did in the second half. He was on point. This is a heck of a win for our basketball program.
Question for the student athletes. Austin, what was that like to be down in 18 years old? It hasn't happened in a long time that I can remember. What was going through your head, the huddle, all that stuff?
I think everybody was down. Everybody was defeated. A lot of guys lost their composure. Then Mac talked to us in the huddle. Everybody's face just kind of looked like we just had the life sucked out of us. Then I spoke to the guys and told them that it wasn't over, and we had to do it for these fans, and that's what we did.
Austin, how does that maybe compare to some wins you've had here over the past 4 years?
For me personally, I feel like this is one of the biggest wins that I've had in CenturyLink. Everybody kind of just got on my back, and we kind of just did it together as a team.
What's this going to do for the team? I guess, short term, you guys come out here this year. There's not a lot of expectations. The guys who have obviously left.
Right.
I guess it couldn't go either way tonight.
Right.
You guys got any thought?
I think it gives us a lot of confidence. Coming into the season, we had a lot of questions how good we would be and things like that. And I think this answered a lot of questions of the doubters.
Kobe, how's that beer shower?
It was all right. I mean,
he's from Wisconsin. He was right at home.
I can say that they didn't like the smell of it the rest of the game, that's for sure.
Toby, leading up to the game, you were confident in what you thought this team could accomplish tonight, even though it was a big game and you guys are relatively untested. Did that ever waver, and how did you guys regain it? What was the spark that kind of got you guys back into it?
I mean, it came from Austin. Austin got us all together, and he brought us all together and was like, hey, it's our time. We're down 18. We got to start chipping at the lead, and it eventually happened, and we came out with the win.
How much of the effect did the crowd have on tonight?
I'd say a lot. I mean, I think the link was popping tonight. It was a great game, and it was awesome to see the fans like that.
I guess both of you, have you ever seen yourself shoot so poorly for 20, 25 minutes of a ball game?
I don't think so. And I think where it turned around was all on our defensive end. We started getting stops, and that started helping our offense so we can get on transition and run.
I can't remember a day where I shot as bad as I did, but teammates just kept saying shoot the ball. I mean, the coaches had my back and kept saying shoot the ball, and like Austin said, defensively we picked it up and came up with some big stops.
How big were some
He was big. He made that presence in the inside where you had to guard the inside so we can get the kickouts and things like that. So he was a big key to this win.
He played really well. I mean, he shot the ball really well. I mean, he went 100%. I mean, he was a key factor to this win. I mean, he came up with boards when we needed them, and he was the aggressor.
Anything else for Samantha? Austin, you haven't shied away from being, as Coach says, the rock. But I guess give us an idea of what it's like from your perspective to have all that responsibility.
It's a lot of pressure, definitely, but somebody has to do it. We got to step up, and the guys kind of they do a good job of just kind of picking me up, and they follow my footsteps.
What did you guys learn about yourself tonight that you didn't know before this game?
That guy's got a lot of composure, and we're very resilient. We can bounce back when getting punched in the mouth.
Go ahead.
Definitely. I mean, they threw the first couple punches, and we came back and we got stops and started rolling stops together, and it got us back into the game.
Last question? Thanks, guys.
Good job, boys. Thanks, Coach. I think there were 17,394 people here that were wondering the same question. What do we have? And last year's team, prior to the game, I kind of knew what I was going to get out of Giants, out of Grant, out of Ethan, out of Doug. It was a very predictable team. Now, some nights you might shoot it better than others, and you know whatever. But there's so many guys that haven't been in this environment before. They haven't played in a big game in the role that they're being asked to play. So in my mind, there was a lot of question marks on, okay, who's ready for that? Who can whose light can shine the brightest when it counts the most? And I just think there's a lot of guys that contributed to this win, and I just kind of started slapping them on the face in that timeout with 18. That hey, I'm going to knock that doubt right off your face. It has to come off. We have to believe, and it's not going to happen on the offensive end. It's going to happen on the defensive end. And we make shots. The building comes alive. I mean, it's hard to be into a game, and I give our crowd a lot of credit. We were 6 of 25, and they tried to. They kept us in it the first half. We were very fortunate to only be down 11. The way we played on the offensive end of the floor. So. I've got some guys that probably have a little more fight in them than they even realize themselves.
More than you realize?
More than they did themselves, for sure. And I didn't know the answer to that question because we hadn't been in this situation before.
Have you thought all offseason, we're in a tight game, where's the ball going to go? I mean, I noticed Austin had the shot there when it was tied at the end, and I think it was I think put it up.
Yeah, we ran some different actions to get some threes. Austin missed a wide open three with an air ball. I think Toby shot an air ball on a set play that was wide open. Z had a good look in the corner. And those were the three guys that kind of had it going along with Zach. And Austin's exactly right. Zach's presence created some things because he fought for position and he demanded that they pay attention down here, down on the block. So, I think we were looking for those three guys in particular. And we haven't won many games in my tenure here with defense. We held a team that scored a lot of points last year to 35% shooting. And we haven't done that much, so it's encouraging to see that we're capable of that. That's Zach Hansen that needs to show up every single day. And in his defense, his teammates got to reward him once in a while for the hard work. We have to get it in there a little bit more. And Jeff's 2 minutes were good. I just, in the situation we were in, when you're fighting from behind, you've kind of got to go with guys that are a little bit quicker. And that's what we did, and that's why we went away from Ricky. They really exposed Ricky when he was at the 4, and with their 3-guard lineup, we just felt we could get away with playing 3 guards together with a little bit more skill. And Isaiah Zuden did a terrific job on Buddy Hield. I mean, he had 21 points, but he did a heck of a job on him.
2 more. Are you glad you played the game? Did it do what it
Well, now I'm glad I played the game. What do you think, Tom? Yeah, no, we needed to answer some questions, and I'm not sure they're all answered, but I think there's there'll be a belief in that huddle when times get tough that we need to stay the course. And, it could have gone the other way. They put another 8-0 run on us, and it goes to 25 or 26. I mean, people are heading for the exits, and this baby's over. So I think we learned a lot about ourselves against a good team. We held them to 28 points the second half, and we moved the basketball. We stayed even on the backboards the second half. All the things you have to do to win kind of a grinded-out basketball game.
Isaiah's obviously not the most athletic guy, but you put him on Rosenberg the other day, he did the job. You put Buddy today. What's he do?
Well, the thing Isaiah does is when you tell him to defend an action a certain way, he defends the action that way. So if they score because of the way we asked him to defend it, that's on us, not on him. Now, does he have the closing speed that Joe Hands had and all that? No. But he has the IQ and the understanding to make it a little more difficult. And, at the end of the day, I trust him. I trust that he'll make the right play defensively, and he didn't shoot it tonight like he's capable of shooting it, but he also hit some big shots at critical times against a couple big-time wings. Those two guys are good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Here we got players Ryan Spangler and Buddy Hield. We'll start with a comment from Coach Kruger.
That's great, great atmosphere. I thought it was an evening that we'll learn a lot from. Obviously, the good things in building an 18-point lead, and then the bad things in losing that lead. But we'll learn a lot. Congratulations to Creighton. They got a good ball club, great atmosphere, great environment. We didn't do the things down the stretch that we have to with the strength and composure that you have to win at a tough place. But we'll learn from that and need to get better.
What did you feel like in the second half? You guys lost control, composure, what you were doing?
No, I don't think. I just feel like the little things. If I'd have grabbed that ball, that loose ball I had, I feel like the game would probably turn different. We just like Coach said, we just got to learn from the mistakes we made, and I feel like this loss should bring us together even more. That we can't get comfortable with leads and stuff like that, and just build off that and let's keep learning.
Ryan, what do you sense Creighton started to do maybe that last 18 minutes of the ball game that they weren't doing prior to that?
I think they pressured us a little, but I think, give them credit, but I think we rushed ourselves a little bit and got away from what made us successful.
When they got going, started hitting shots to kind of chip into your lead in the second half, I guess when you're trying to defend that, how difficult is it when teams locked in like that to kind of slow them down and move forward?
It's tough. I think we gave them, 6 or 7 open threes in a row that they knocked down, and that's one thing you can't do against Creighton. And so you have to get back and not give them open threes.
Like what Ryan said, they got a couple of shots in transition and open, sparked the crowd in the game, and they feed off their crowd. The crowd helped them a lot, and I feel like the noise in the building, speed us up a little bit. We just gotta be grown men and settle ourselves down and execute our plays down the line.
Why are you glad you got them in an environment like this early in the week?
That was a great game for us. Obviously, don't feel good about the outcome, but as far as learning opportunities, a lot of them in a game like this. The crowd like that, you can't simulate that. So that part's good. The experience that we'll get from this is good.
I know you were here from the 08 regional, but what was, would you compare the atmosphere tonight to anything you've seen in the Big 12? Obviously,
Yeah, no, I think this atmosphere is, there's some top tier atmospheres in the country. I don't know that there's much difference between the top, dozen, and certainly I think this one would have to be in that. They average a bunch of people every year, and as a credit to the community and to the program, and yeah, this is as loud as we're going to see all year long. We'll see others maybe equally loud, but none any better. The crowd was great.
Last year, kind of down the stretch, you guys got really relying on three-pointers. And tonight, they weren't falling at the end, and then you get the result. Was that part of the learning experience?
Just the toughness that you have to get open, to get separation, to set screens, to create opportunities. I thought there in the last 18 minutes we didn't do what you have to do offensively. Regardless if we don't mind threes if they're good rhythm threes, of course, but we've just got to just work harder, to get looks that we want, and that we turn it over a few times there at critical times instead of being solid enough to finish opportunities.
Anything else?
Thank you.